Alright, so let's suppose that you're running really late for prom and you are literally like, you have maybe like 10 minutes until you have to leave the house. So after finishing your foundation, I already did a separate video on the foundation. It literally took me like 5 minutes. But the next 5 minutes, you're going to go in with any color tattoo that you like that's kind of a light shade. This one's barely branded. It's still available. It's like a champagne-y shade. And you're just going to take that and place that all over the lid. And that's basically going to be your all over lid color. It's just going to be the main center of your entire look. Now after applying the shade, all you're going to need is the Maybelline Eye Studios palette in Caffeine Rush, which is also still available. It looks like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with this color right here. And we're just going to be using the same brush for this entire look. And we're taking that kind of coffee color and applying it on the outer half to mattify that area. And you could just clean the brush on the back of your hand, but we're going to just blend that in so that it kind of creates a little bit of a gradient. And we're going to go in with this shade right here and apply that in the crease. Now you want to take that like really lightly and start on the outer corner, circle it, and then bring it up. Do the same thing on the other side. Now what you're going to want to do now is take a tissue and wipe your brush on that tissue to make sure that it's like completely clean. And you're going to blend now so that it's just a clean brush blending your eyeshadow. Take this shade right here, which is like the V, and because it's like a little bit more matte, the eyeshadow is going to show up a lot better in pictures. And again, just take a tissue, clean the brush off because you're going to need to keep it like a blending brush, and just make sure you blend that into the crease. The upper brow with either this shimmer one or this white one. I'm going to prefer and recommend that you use the white one on the bottom because the top is like literally just shimmer, and that might affect your pictures and make you look a little weird. So I'm just going to use any brush. You could even use your finger. It really is not. It's whatever. You could use whatever. And then apply that in the inner corner and bring it underneath the eye slightly, right here. And you can see since I applied the color tattoo there, it really just worked as a primer. This is my favorite palette from the drugstore. I use it all the time. Alright, so now it's time for the eyeliner. Now I would recommend you use anything that's like simplest for you because you want to make sure this goes fast. I'm going to go with the Almay liquid eyeliner because, I don't know, it's just something I own. So I'm going to take the mirror, put it right below my eye, and like look down into it, and start from the center. And you want to make a little wing, but don't overdo it. Like so. And then you just do the same thing on the other eye. Now as your eyeliner is drying, you're going to rush, so you need to make sure you keep moving. We're going to go in with Revlon Just Bitten. This is the Honey number 001. And I like using these because you don't need a liner. L'Oreal one that's like volumizing or whatever. It's the collagen. So thank you for watching, and I guess I'll show you the hair now. Alright, so this is the first time I'm doing a voiceover, so hopefully it works out nicely, so I apologize for whatever happens, but basically it's just a normal braid. You could either do a Dutch braid or, you know, a normal kind of braid. You could do fishtail, whatever. I prefer doing just like, you know, the general one, and as you can see, I'm just braiding my hair. And then afterwards, you're going to have to end up kind of spreading it apart a little bit, and then as you're spreading it apart, you have a little kind of like a pocket underneath your hair that shows up, and through there you're gonna have to push the braid in. And I would recommend you try to get the ends to the very top of your head, because it'll like leave an awkward bulge if you don't. And then after you're done with that, well, you're gonna see everything that I'm doing. But once you're done with that, just bobby pin everything in place, and the most important part is bobby pinning at the very bottom, because that's gonna be your main problem. But you can see that, you know, the braiding your hair is kind of the simple part. It's just the bobby pinning it to make sure that it stays. And you definitely want to make sure you use some sort of hairspray or anything to just make sure that it stays and it's just in place, because you want it to last the entire night and not just, you know, for a couple of hours.
See the world move beneath me, leaving without a care. I know just where I came from, I don't know where I'll end. Only thing that I'm sure of, I do it all again. I found a boy I could love, baby I found a few. Even with best intention, they never follow through. If he could take my heart now, he'd put it right in her chest, thinking he'd have a girl they finally could love best. And I'm gonna be fine, fine, fine. I'm gonna be brilliant. This year is gonna be better, and you're gonna say this year gonna be stronger and a braver me. This year I'm gonna make it, 'cause I said I would do all the things you said I never could. This year